Welcome back, ballers, to another episode of the Ball Don't Lie channel. This one titled Sex and the City of Angels. Shout out to Sven Dabs, put in the comments, Sex in the City, similar to that of what we like to call the Mandela effect. Was it and or was it in? I don't know. But anyways, just want to thank everybody for tuning in. We're going to dive right into it. I'm not sure entirely how long this will go, but regardless, we'll jump right into it. So I wanted to get a story out, or this particular code out, based off of a story that released 2 days ago at this point, so very new, back on June 17th, 2025. And the story reads that the LA Sparks in the WNBA face backlash after social media users accuse WNBA team of posting thirst traps. I think most of you are probably familiar with the word thirst or thirsty, but for those that aren't, a thirst trap is a social media post, typically a photo or video, designed to be sexually suggestive and attract attention or admiration from others. If I can get anybody in the chat just to give me a thumbs up, I just want to make sure that we're good as far as you guys being able to hear me. I don't want to go too far with all of a sudden finding out you guys can't hear me. Or maybe no news is good news. So I'll keep an eye on the chat. So anyways, the LA Sparks, once again, in the WNBA. Thank you, JC. Appreciate it, man. Good to see you. In the WNBA, the LA Sparks face this backlash because of a Twitter post that came out back on June 17th, 2 days ago. And we're about to jump into that, but they're calling it a thirst trap, and it's sparked a lot of public, I wouldn't necessarily say concern, but let's just say discord or disagreement with regards to whether or not the post was appropriate. Hey, Dirty. Hey, Dane. Thank you for the thumbs up. Appreciate it. So the LA Sparks have a player by the name of Sarah Ashley Barker, who is a rookie who was just drafted this year by the LA or the Los Angeles Sparks. And first, what I want to point out here is notice that this particular tweet on X was posted back on June 17th. It's the date written 6/17 in the United States, and 6/17 is the 113th prime. So those in the community or that have been around for a while are very familiar with the number 113, especially in how it's a big number when it comes to dishonesty and deception. But also with Los Angeles. Los Angeles CA equals 113. Sarah plays for Los Angeles. This particular game was held in Los Angeles. But Kobe Bryant equals 113 as well, just like Michael Jordan, just like the National Basketball Association. But also with words like green screen, dishonest, bullshit, not factual, not true. Think about how LA is also home of Hollywood, right? Where movie stars are created, if you will. So next, what I want to point out here, let me see if I can get it more fuller screen. I'm just not going to be able to see the comments. But with that, diving deeper into this story and looking further into Sarah Barker, what I noticed is that the date of this post, June 17th, if you date back to the founding date of the state of Alabama, where Sarah Barker played, she played for the University of Alabama, you'll see that it's a span of exactly 185 days. And that is a huge number when it comes to basketball. Basketball alone equals 185 using the alphabetic order in reverse. So A is 26, back to Z is 1. Now, doesn't Sarah Barker sound a little familiar, you guys? Like immediately when I was thinking about how, okay, there's controversy over her, over the tweet where she's being sexually provocative, some people argue, makes me think of, Sarah Barker, Sarah Jessica Parker. And she's best known for what? Being in Sex and the City, right? So, and not to mention, this is one of the more classic, like, covers, if you will, of Sex and the City, wearing those, like, the black dress. And can see that, in this particular photo, on this particular date, this was posted and she's kind of wearing a black, whatever that is. But you can roll it all the way back up to as simple as their names are literally one letter off. One letter. Well, it gets deeper, you guys. For one, what are the odds if I told you that Sarah Ashley Barker, not to be confused with Sarah Jessica Parker, she went to Spain Park High School. So Barker went to Parker High School, essentially, right? Spain Park. P, Park, B, Bark. One letter off from each other between these two. And if you notice, and like we've talked about in other examples, it's not all the time, but usually with bigger shows like Friends, like Sex and the City, these fictional characters have fictional birthdays. So a quick Google search will show that Sarah Jessica Parker played Carrie Bradshaw in the show Sex and the City, and Carrie Bradshaw's birthday is October 10th. Well, what are the odds that if you measure from, once again, June 17th, this is two days ago, to Carrie Bradshaw's fictional birthday, what do we have? 116 days. Just like Sarah Parker in the simplest cipher. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3. Next, notice too how the Sparks, their sexually controversial tweet, right, of Sarah Barker. Once again, we're talking about the 116 connection. That was posted a span of 116 days also. So once again, let's not forget. We were first talking about Carrie Bradshaw, the character played on Sex and the City by Sarah Jessica Parker. And Carrie Bradshaw's birthday. From that fictional birthday to the date of this particular tweet, 116 days. Now, if you look at the final episode ever aired on Sex and the City, it was back on February 22nd, 2004. So for another 116, when you measure from the date of this particular tweet, the game day tweet on the left that you see here, date it back to the anniversary of the last aired episode of Sex and the City, 116 days. Is that a coincidence, you guys? And then really the mic drop, the bottom left corner, you guys. This tweet was posted at 11:06 a.m. Very similar to 116, if not identical to 116 when you incorporate numerology, because 0 doesn't count or exist. So there's, 3 116 stacked on top of each other. Even further, don't forget that Sarah Barker, she's a basketball player, right? Playing in Los Angeles. Well, sure enough, the word provocative photo equals 85. And this particular tweet of the provocative photo was posted exactly 85 days before Sarah Ashley Barker's birthday. 85, huge basketball number, right? Basketball equals 85. In the simplest English ordinal cipher, Storm equals 85 as well. That was the team that they were playing that night, as you guys can see in the upper left corner. Going even further, right, tying it back into Sarah Jessica Parker, well, this provocative photo, once again, which equals 85, it was posted exactly 85 days after Sarah Jessica Parker's birthday, you guys. Double 85 connection from Sarah Barker's birthday to Sarah Parker's birthday. You guys see that? Basketball, 85. And if I'm not mistaken, I think a lot of fans or people that know Sarah or follow her or whatever, they actually do call her Sarah Jessica Parker sometimes, just as a joke. But yeah, there you go. You got the triple 116s. You have Sarah Barker playing for Spain Park. All the 116s we just talked about. This post was at 11:06 a.m. Exactly 116 days after the anniversary, the final release date episode of Sex and the City. And it was also 116 days before Sarah Parker, 116, her fictional character's birthday. And then we just talked about the 85s. This tweet was 85 days before Sarah Parker's birthday and 85 days after Sarah Parker's birthday. And really, in closing, you guys, all I had left was just pointing out, don't forget, she wears the number 13, right? Actually, you know what? I'm going to scratch this because this was a measurement from today's date, not from the date of the tweet. So, you know, I guess in closing, I'm posting this video on the 19th, but that's technically a span of 13 days. 13 days later. There are a couple other examples I did have, but ultimately I wanted to get this out sooner than later. Let me get out of full screen here. I just wanted to see if there was any other additions. Dirty Burrito, great work. Yeah, thank you very much, Dirty. I appreciate it. Just double checking here. I want to make sure I didn't put it in a different slot. Yeah, there were some things I was looking at. Sarah Parker's debut. Maybe I can do it real time here. Hold on a second. I don't want this to stretch too long. Make sure to add to stage. So if you guys see if I can remember it off the top of my head. So it was the 17th that it was posted, and her debut, I believe, was May 16th. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, so you could say it was a span of 33 days after Sarah Parker's debut. And man, I always gotta, sorry, I'm trying to switch to the calculator now. So with regards to 33, right? Well, sex equals 33, right? Pretty sure seduce equals 33, right? Words like this equal 33. For the record, Parker equals 33. So a lot of sexual connections with the number 33. Just wanted to point that out there as well. And then really quick, I want to say, that's right, she was drafted back on April 14th. 64 days. Yeah. So anyways, I'll leave it there, you guys. Like I said, I didn't want to drag it out too long. But I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I don't see any other questions or really any other additions into the chat, but I feel like more people like to tune into stuff that are a little shorter in length. So once again, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I think this is another perfect example about how sports and entertainment, specifically in this example, are intertwined like perfectly. And it all rolls up to even just the simple wordplay. Sarah Parker and Sarah Parker, right? I was just wondering for a second, I was like, why are they focusing on Sarah Parker? And then immediately I just kind of saw the photo and then I thought of Sarah Jessica Parker. And I was like, oh shit. Yeah, it's right there. Oh, she plays for Spain Park, or in high school she did. Now she's in LA, where Sarah Jessica Parker is idolized by some. Anyways, thank you guys again for tuning in. Please make sure to hit that like and subscribe and the share wherever you see fit. I really appreciate it. Dirty asks, does gematria show in your own life as well, right? Yeah. Oh, 1,000,000%. I mean, that's really, besides just looking at the daily news and sports stuff that they put in front of us every day, that's the obvious stuff, but that's also the stuff that you can't really control. But then when you really start familiarizing yourself with what certain numbers are related to, and when you start getting more familiar with certain patterns, how they're related to certain people, and the zodiac, that's kind of a whole new venture or chapter for me. But yeah, Burrito, to answer your question, absolutely. I feel that we all are intertwined numerically and symbolically individually, but it's really up to us about whether or not we want to be aware of that information. So just add this to another example of how sports and entertainment are perfectly overlapped. Sarah Barker and Sarah Parker. So anyways, you guys, thanks again for tuning in. Please hit that like and subscribe and share where you see fit. Always appreciated for all the support. And any way we can help continue to get the word out. So until next time, we'll see you guys again soon, and make sure to take care of yourselves.